Well, back now, a Sunday House call. And a new study says that it may be hard to reverse the effects of a high-fat, low-fiber diet. The research suggests that diets that are deficient in fiber actually cause the depletion of what's known as gut microbes. So, Dr. Siegel, what are gut microbes, first of all, and why are they important?
Well, Eric, we're talking about the good bacteria and the bad bacteria in the gut. And it's kind of like a forest in there. You know, look at it this way. If you have a forest fire and it burns down all the trees, how do you reconstitute the trees that you want? And that's really what we're dealing with here, because once the bad bacteria predominates, it's hard to get the good bacteria back. And that's what this study is showing, even though it's in mice. If you eat all the wrong foods for years, and Health and Human Services and USDA is coming out with a new list just now in January of what you should eat. You should be having high-fiber foods, meaning vegetables, meaning fruits. You should have less of the processed foods, less of the fatty foods, less sugar, less salt, because it wipes out your good bacteria. And even if I then tell you to take a probiotic or to eat more fruits and vegetables, it may not work. One more point about that is if I give you antibiotics, and everybody's coming to me when they have a stomach flu, give me an antibiotic, doc, give me an antibiotic. This is why I don't do it, Eric, because it wipes out the good bacteria, and it may not grow back.
So it may not grow back. So if we follow your rules or your directions, Dr. Samadi, which is to eat right, eat more fiber, eat the right things, what if you already messed up your gut?
So that's true. It's a big problem because for some people it's reversible and for some it's not. It's important, Arthur, for people to know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about your gut, your bowels, your small intestine, your large intestine. There's a whole ecosystem. There's about 100 trillion bacteria are down there. So you're almost 99% bacteria, 1% human. You're a walking ecosystem of bacteria. Now these bacteria, it's funny the way you say it, but these bacteria are our friends, and you got to treat them well because they're the command system of our body, and I will explain to you why. When that balance of good bacteria and bad bacteria goes out of sync, that's when you would get bloating. That's where you would get belly fat. That's where you get maldigestion. That's where you're always tired and fatigued. How many people out there are always tired despite the fact that eating you healthy food, etc.? That balance is important. We're finding out, Arthel, that balance of these guts, bacteria, can affect our behavior. And listen to how crazy this is. Anxiety and depression somehow can be a result of the imbalance of your gut bacteria. There are even studies that talk about autism, diabetes, obesity. So I think it's absolutely important to make sure that stay away from sugar, antibiotics, salt, and add all these Mediterranean diet, etc. we talked about. Good probiotics will always help.
We're walking bacteria. Okay, Dr. Bacteria, thank you very much.
Treat those bacteria as well.
But remember those probiotics. They are important.
It does help.
Well,